Right now at 10, celebrations kick off at the Winona County Fair.
And that's not the only fest popping off. The Northern Wisconsin State Fair is in full swing.
Plus, Quick Trip breaking ground on a new distribution center, but it's not in La Crosse.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. We're learning new details about a stabbing incident in Clark County. 24-year-old Victor Gomez Acosta faces 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide and 1 count of attempted first-degree intentional homicide. According to the criminal complaint, Gomez Acosta stabbed his wife and 2 children at their Abbotsford home on Friday. The 2 kids died and his wife was severely injured. He also allegedly stabbed himself several times and told police that, quote, crazy guys stabbed him. Gomez Acosta is held on a $1 million cash bond. His initial appearance is set for July 30th. And if convicted, he faces life in prison.
New details are also emerging about the subject of an erroneous shelter-in-place order issued in Winona earlier this week. 25-year-old Stig Uri is in Winona County Jail on charges of second-degree assault with a dangerous weapon and disarming a police officer. Winona police say they went to do a welfare check Monday on the 250 block of Junction Street. A witness told police Uri stabbed her in the neck with a sharp object and ran away. Police later found and arrested Uri and took him to a hospital. Officials say there, Uri refused to cooperate and threw an empty urine cup and also tried to grab an officer's gun. Uri is held on a $500,000 cash bond. His next court date is July 24th.
A Minnesota state trooper is facing manslaughter charges. Prosecutors say 32-year-old officer Shane Roper caused a traffic accident back in May that killed a teen driver. 18-year-old Olivia Flores died in the crash and 5 other people were injured. Roper was involved in a pursuit at the time. He allegedly did not have his emergency lights on and was driving 83 miles per hour on a road where the speed limit is 40. Records show at least 4 times on that same day he engaged in high-speed driving without emergency lights, reaching a top speed of 135 miles per hour.
An Onalaska individual charged with possessing child pornography is pleading not guilty in court. 22-year-old Clayton Solberg, who identifies now as Sophie Solberg, is pleading not guilty to 5 felony counts of child porn possession. According to the criminal complaint, a Dropbox account linked to Solberg contained videos and images of child sexual abuse. Solberg posted a $20,000 cash bond last month and has a status conference in September.
3 juveniles are in custody in relation to a string of burglaries last night and early this morning. According to the Vernon County Sheriff, the suspects allegedly stole a vehicle in La Crosse, then went to Viola, where they broke into multiple cars and stole from them. Law enforcement found the stolen vehicle traveling west on State Highway 56. It fled and eventually crashed. The driver escaped the scene on foot but was eventually caught back in La Crosse. The other 2 suspects were not in the vehicle but were found and arrested in Viola.
Well, another warm one for western Wisconsin today. Perhaps some early morning fog, though, for the morning commute, Greg?
Yeah, we've had fog pretty much the last couple mornings. Kind of this typical setup that we have light winds and some showers during the day, some fog at night. The good news with the river level, we're just almost into now minor flooding for Winona. Wabasha is going down. Red Wing up to the north, actually, as it went down into action stage. So that's the good news, too. So all of them are falling quite rapidly now, too. But for the morning, there's going to be some morning fog out there, hit and miss, probably your typical locations. We should see plenty of sun towards noon, getting up to 77 near 80. Another really typical July day, even though we can't rule out a shower in the afternoon. Otherwise, Eau Claire, similar story, some fog, potentially low clouds, plenty of sun then going out through morning. Right now, we have a few showers out there near Vokesfield, just northeast of there, and a little bit of activity kind of southwest of our area, too, kind of wrapping around that low that you can kind of see spinning down there. So a few showers out there, but otherwise, most of the area will remain dry. We kind of time that out. You can see temperatures continue to fall back into the middle to upper 50s in the colder locations, probably mid 60s with that shower maybe continuing, but otherwise most areas will stay dry. Now, golfing forecast, still good conditions out there despite that shower chance. Get out and enjoy it because right now the humidity levels are low. That definitely will change come this weekend when Ken starts playing.
Gosh darn.
Yeah,
Thank you, Greg. Well, an Afghan family is reuniting in Winona after 3 years.
Now they're together, restarting their lives here in the United States. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has the story.
Ken and Emily, when the Taliban took over Afghanistan 3 years ago, Hussein Ali Fru fled with just the clothes on his back. His family stayed behind, but he never thought they would be separated for 3 years. Hussein Ali Fru remembers fleeing Afghanistan like it was yesterday. The father of two was teaching there when he heard the news.
They told me, teacher, do you know the Taliban came in the city, but because I was busy with teaching, I told them, no, I don't know. They told me every area is Taliban now.
The Taliban took over in 2021. Fearing for his life, he hid near his private education center before contacting his wife and kids.
He told me, please just be safe, your body is important.
After seeking guidance from friends, he walked hours to the Kabul airport. That's where he met with U.S. troops.
I share my story. I'm a teacher. If I stay in Afghanistan, that's very bad for me. Maybe the Taliban will kill me.
Shortly after returning to power, the Taliban enacted a ban on girls' education above grade 6. Many teachers who previously taught girls have since faced intimidation and violence at the hands of the new government, according to Amnesty International. U.S. troops then did a background check and brought Fru to the United States. He stayed at Fort McCoy before moving to Winona.
They told me, if you go to Winona, we will support you about housing, about job, about everything.
With so many people trying to leave Afghanistan, he wanted his wife and 2 children to wait. His wife Fatima says the separation was difficult, in large part because Afghan women lost much of their freedom after the Taliban regained power. According to Hussein, it took time for the rest of his family to navigate the U.S. immigration process. But patience paid off.
I saw them and they see me in the Rochester airport. I didn't believe.
The family arrived in Winona last month. Ever since reuniting, they are spending more time together.
We are reunited and happy lunch, breakfast, dinner. Everything is very excited. I'm so glad.
Fru plans on teaching again soon. The family also looks forward to sending both their kids to school and also buying a house. Ken and Emily.
A wonderful story. Thank you, Jeremy.
Well, if you missed Riverfest last weekend, there's another fest happening just up the road. The Winona County Fair kicked off today with a flag-raising ceremony. This fair featuring tractor pulls, carnival rides, and plenty of fair games. One official says she's most excited about meeting people and being able to honor those in the community.
Favorite part is meeting the people, and especially tomorrow we have a special program where we have a Hall of Fame, and we have a surprise for King and Queen and honoring senior citizens. And that's my greatest thing, is to get to know those people actually before the fair, and just to see how humble some of them are.
Tomorrow there will be livestock judging events, an antique tractor parade at 12:30, as well as an Elvis tribute show. The fair lasts until this Sunday, July 14th.
And another fair kicked off today, the Northern Wisconsin State Fair today in Chippewa Falls. For the past 126 years, the fair has been known for its agriculture. But this year, folks are in for some changes. In 2019, the main agricultural show house collapsed, resulting in some brand new infrastructure, including a $7.5 million investment for new animal barns.
So what you find now when you come to the Northern Wisconsin State Fair is brand new buildings where the cattle are being kept, where the sheep are at, the swine. Those are all brand new buildings, and it's all encompassed in the interior of it with the Custer Coliseum.
But these weren't the only new additions. Their new Custer Coliseum is a versatile venue to showcase animals. The annual fair hosts over 100,000 attendees and will run until Sunday.
Quick Trip has broken ground on its first distribution center outside La Crosse. The new center going into Forest near Madison. Up to this point, the 600,000 square foot distribution center in La Crosse had serviced all 874 Quick Trip locations. The company says this new facility will help lower distribution costs.
We're going to have 280,000 here, square feet, 350 stores, you can see that we're at our max capacity right now in La Crosse. So this is needed.
The new site will also include a truck wash and truck maintenance facility. Quick Trip anticipates they'll employ 400 people once work is done next year.
A new housing development is under construction in Viroqua.
Coming up, why local leaders hope it'll help solve the area's affordable child care crisis.
Would you hire a barber who's never cut hair before? So why send someone to Congress who's never held public office and never passed a single bill? I'm Katrina Shankland. I approve this message because we need an experienced congresswoman. Right, Jed?
It's the annual Crazy Days sale at Wesco in Sparta. We've gone completely crazy. It's total pricing pandemonium on our showroom because we've taken some of the craziest price cuts in our history. Find a new selection of home furnishings, furniture, appliances, flooring, plus flooring samples, one-of-a-kinds, discontinued items, and slightly blemished goods, all selling at near cost, at cost, even below cost. Hurry! At these crazy low prices, they won't last long. If you're crazy about saving money, hurry into the Crazy Days sale at Wesco in Sparta.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, plus save up to $1,050.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
Our democracy is under attack by right-wing extremism. In Congress, I'll have the experience to fight back and strengthen voter rights to uphold the will of the people. I'm Katrina Shankland. I approve this message because democracy is worth defending.
A new housing project is making waves in Viroqua.
And as News 8 Now's Allison Fergut explains, a unique component of the facility is aiming to help area families.
Although it doesn't look like much yet, come fall 2025, and this new development will include a child care facility. City staff and residents alike say the center couldn't come at a better time.
There's plenty that Viroqua has to offer, but childcare is hard to come by. Throughout rural Vernon County, residents say finding nearby affordable childcare can be an uphill climb. A few years ago, the perfect grant opportunity presented a chance to do something about it. Through a combination of funding, a new workforce housing development became possible. Known as the Main Street Apartments, the development will also include a 6,000-foot childcare facility. The city is currently looking for a provider for the space, and they're using a unique incentive to draw people in.
It's always sort of stated generally that what providers need to pay their employees doesn't match up with what families can pay the providers. And so by trying to make the space available for $1 rent annually, you sort of take that expense out of the equation and hopefully the rest of the numbers work.
The center is set to open in the fall of 2025 and is estimated to serve 76 kids. Residents say it's something they're already looking forward to.
Reporting in Viroqua, Allison Fergut, News 8 Now.
Okay, child care providers who are interested in applying for the space can do so until the end of August.
The DNR is issuing a new warning about blue-green algae risks this summer.
Just ahead, why dog owners should think twice about bringing their four-legged friends out on the water.
We got more of the same weather for tomorrow, some patchy fog, maybe a shower in the afternoon, but we got some bigger changes coming as we approach the weekend. We got the heat and humidity. We'll kind of break down what the temperatures look like and how long that may last coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
At Bygoff and Rohde, we know reputation is important, and it can affect your case's outcome. If you want your case to be taken seriously, you need lawyers who are taken seriously. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Every day we battle illegal drugs coming into our community.
And we know the attacks on Tammy Baldwin are not true.
Tammy's working with law enforcement to stop the flow of fentanyl.
She brought Democrats and Republicans together
to crack down on drugs coming from China and Mexico,
giving us more tools to fight drug smugglers.
And Tammy voted 32 times to strengthen the border.
Don't believe the attacks.
It's Tammy Baldwin I trust to keep Wisconsin safe.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Taco John's potato olays are the best potatoes on the planet. And now we guarantee your order is served hot and crispy, or we'll replace them on the spot. Let's see a French fry guarantee that. Potato olays, hot, fresh, and crispy guaranteed at Taco John's.
Improving your home, improving your life with new windows. If you are tired of old windows that don't open or close properly, that are drafty and cold, that are rotting and falling apart, your life can be better. Enjoy comfort, convenience, and peace of mind with new windows. Feel good when your home looks great inside and out. Call or visit the Board Store for a prompt free estimate. Get more for less today and every day. The Board Store, 524 Copeland, La Crosse.
Make summer unforgettable with help from Menards. Whether you're soaking up the sun or relaxing indoors, we have what you need to get you ready for summer fun. From creating the perfect place to entertain family and friends to stocking up on your favorite summer essentials, Menards is your one-stop shop for your next summer adventure. Check out all the hot deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
What happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable raccoon? Attack.
Bark!
Attack. It's not easy taking out the trash. That's why you need strength that's anything but ordinary.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Is your personal injury lawyer trying to sell you a settlement that you don't think is fair? You need a lawyer who won't settle your case just to move on to the next one. Get the full compensation you deserve. Get Bygoff and Rohde.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Well, the DNR is reminding people about the risk of blue-green algae in local bodies of water.
Blue-green algae can sicken humans and animals if swallowed. While rarely fatal to humans, it has been known to kill pets. One DNR expert says it's especially important for dog owners to be vigilant.
It's really different with animals, especially dogs. They might not hesitate to drink water or eat material that's washed up on shore. So you really have to watch out for dogs. And anytime there's really questionable conditions, if there's a lot of stuff in the water, you want to make sure that your dogs are not drinking that water or eating it.
To report a case of blue-green algae-related illness, you can call the Wisconsin Department of Health Services. And in the Gopher State, you can contact the Minnesota Department of Health about suspected exposure. We will have both of those numbers available on our digital platforms.
Well, it was a warm one today. No rain. Very typical July day here in Wisconsin, or so I've been told. Yes. It's my first one here.
You're getting a pretty good idea.
Yeah, it's been a nice mild one, and hopefully we have more of the same later in the week, Greg.
Yeah, for the rest of the work week, we're pretty much going to be typical July weather, but that changes as we get towards the weekend. But for tonight, there's still a shower out there, a couple of them. Most areas, like I said, will not see it. We do have some fog potential later on. Temperatures, kind of what we've seen, mid-50s in the coldest spots to maybe about the mid-60s in the warmer locations for tonight, too. So that's what we have. We have the area of fog once again. This could be another problem for Friday morning as well. Mainly dry. There is an outside shot once again of a shower, too. Looks dry Friday, and then very warm and humid for Saturday. Storms, we got to keep an eye on that through the weekend too with the transition. Here's the visibility, what it looked like this morning, to give you an idea what it probably will look like tomorrow too. We've had some areas, Sparta especially, other areas getting down to 1 to 2 miles occasionally. It's near river areas, it's typically low areas. That's kind of what we're going to see tomorrow, the same type of nature, I think. It may be a little bit more widespread, but really it's between about 4 to about 8 a.m. We're going to start seeing the visibility problems. It won't last long, but if you're out in that certain areas, it could be dense, so just be advised. But otherwise, once that burns off, we should see plenty of sun for at least through the early afternoons, and more sun as you go further north. But look at here, we got a little bit of spotty showers once again, just unstable enough with some daytime heating to pick up a few of them. So we could still see that through about the early evening hours and continuing. Once again, it looks like mainly south of I-90 or just east, not as much further north, but towards the evening, still those little spotty showers or sprinkles across the area. If you're under 1, you could get quite a bit of downpour, but 5 miles down the other way, you'll get absolutely nothing with these. So more nuisance as we go throughout the evening evening hours and overnight. We'll probably see another round of potential morning fog once again in a similar type of setup. But the one notice that we are going towards the weekend, once we get past Friday, the pattern changes. You'll see the humidity start to come up, the dew points as we call it. It'll definitely get muggy as we go into Friday night, Saturday, and especially Sunday, where it's going to see dew points near 70. Oppressive, given the temperatures will probably be in the low 90s. We're likely to see heat indexes potentially 95 to 100. But cloud cover could play a factor, and we also got the possibility that we might see some convection too going on too. But for tomorrow, really, if you look at all these temperatures, they're kind of right where we should be, or very close to what we saw. Once again, that shower chance is probably better for southern zones, areas that you might see it. Otherwise, going further north, that shot gets a little bit less of seeing any precipitation, but still a sprinkle is possible. Once again, all these temperatures right where they really should be for this time of year. And the good news is we got a couple more days of that before things begin to change. As you look at the 8-day forecast, you can see temperatures begin to climb back up for Saturday and Sunday. The one thing to note is there are thunderstorm chances on each day there. And if we do get thunderstorms this time of year, these large complex thunderstorms can come overnight to early morning and be severe too, so have to keep an eye on that. But right now the probability is pretty low. The heat and humidity you definitely will feel this weekend.
All right, brace yourselves, everybody. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Brewers were looking to even the series at home against the Pirates. Plus, lots of scoring on the Legion softball diamond tonight. Which teams would walk out victorious? Jacob's got the answer next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
Bring your home to life with colorful pieces from Ashley. Discover trending hues and styles starting at $499.99. From bold and bright to soothing and serene. Cue the color, only at Ashley. Shop more deals in store and online.
It's a lot quieter around here than it used to be. I'm Rebecca Cook. When I was growing up, this farm was bustling. Holsteins, hired hands, harvesting crops. But big corporations put family farms like mine out of business. And what has Derek Van Orden done? Nothing. Tax cuts for big ag, rising healthcare costs, undermining our democracy, extremism. We need real working people in Washington. And that's why I approve this message.
Did you realize 90% of roofs are replaced before they need to be? With roof costs doubling in the past 5 years, there is a better solution. What if I told you there's a way to extend the life of your roof while also providing extra protection against hail, UV rays, high winds, water, and granule loss? Go Nano is a roof treatment that uses nanotechnology to extend the life of your roof 5 to 15 additional years and is 80 to 90% less expensive than replacing your roof. Contact Clear Choice today for your free roof evaluation or to learn more.
Jason's been with us long enough now to see changes in Michael's abilities. He can analyze them and tailor his recommendations because he has almost as much knowledge of Michael's health as Michael's doctors do. I think that's huge. That is the single biggest factor for me. And that kind of client relationship is invaluable, especially when you're facing the challenges that we are.
Hi, I'm Jason with Access Elevators. Stop in and see us today.
Bring your home to life with colorful pieces from Ashley. Discover trending hues and styles starting at $499.99. From bold and bright to soothing and serene. Cue the color, only at Ashley. Shop more deals in store and online.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
Well, on nights where we have avoided the rain, which seem to have been few and far between, the Legion baseball and softball seasons have produced some fun on the diamond with friends. And besides some bugs, it was another great night to play ball. First up, Onalaska Post 336 hosting Tomah. Tomah dominated the first game 19-0, and they get on top early. Mara Noth sends one back up the middle. Visitors take the lead. Then Libby Matheson in the second inning helps extend that lead. That ball finds some grass, and Matheson scoots in with a double. That makes it 2-0. Then a wild pitch is going to add another onto the visitors' tally. Offense was not tough to come by today for Tomah, and then Avon Bromer does her job with the RBI ground out. But then coming up here with the bases loaded, Tomah looking for more runs. But it is going to be a great play out in center field. Heck of a snag by Talia Main. Tomah pitches the back-to-back shutouts, though, and they go on to sweep Onalaska, winning Game 2, 14-0. How about Sparta Post 100 visiting Logan? Bases loaded for the lacrosse team, and that's going to drop down for a base hit, and 1 run scores. That cuts the deficit to 8-3. And then Sparta's offense got going again in the 4th. Cadence Erickson shoots a single to right field to get some traffic on the base paths. Then Emily Kunitz sends a grounder. That'll score a run and make it a 6-run lead once again for the visitors. Then here comes the knockout punch courtesy of the bat held by Morgan Revels. That ball has enough juice on it to leave the yard. All smiles at home plate for Post 100. That made it 11-3. Then Avery Abbott coming up, and she's going to send it right back where it came from. Post 100 secures the doubleheader sweep as well, winning Game 2, 13-4. All right, Crew looking to bounce back after a loss to the Pirates last night. 4th inning already up 2-0. William Contreras scorches a double down the line. Andrew Monasterio scores easily. And here comes Bryce Terang, and he is safe at the plate. Next inning, Reese Hoskins, and Reese is going to put a good swing on this pitch. Yeah, that one will send Bernie down the slide. Solo blast makes it 5-0. Good to see him swinging a good bat once again. Tobias Myers pitched a heck of a game tonight for Milwaukee, and here he gets some help out in right field by Sal Frelick. The smooth slide and grab is made by Frelick. Sure has been fun to watch him man that outfield this year. And a big night for Uli Adames tonight. 3 for 5, including this home run down the line to make it a 9-run Brewer lead. Milwaukee takes Game 2 of the series. Rubber match set for tomorrow, a little after 1. Paul Skeens scheduled to pitch for the Buccos. Well, after a washout at Target Field last night, that meant a double shift for the Twins and White Sox today. Minnesota was looking to keep their flawless record against Chicago alive. First inning and a chance for Minnesota to strike with 2 outs, and the base is loaded, but Brooks Lee grounds into the fielder's choice. White Sox escape up 1-0 in the 6th. It's Luis Robert Jr. earning a nice light jog around the bases thanks to this 2-run shot. And not really a bad outing by Bailey Ober today, but that mistake does put his side down 3. Then last ups for Minnesota, and Michael Kopech straights out the side with an immaculate inning. 9 pitches, 9 strikes. Chicago wins Game 1 of the doubleheader, 3-1. And not much scoring in the second game of the Twin Bill either. Carlos Correa and Brooks Lee each had 6th inning solo home runs to put the Twins in front, and Minnesota would hold on, winning 3-2 to clinch another series victory. That would be their 6th in a row. So how about that? Good for them. They are rolling right now. Brewers needed that win today, Ken.
They sure did, because yesterday was kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, definitely.
And like we looked at as well, Cardinals losing today, so they gained that game back, so it should be 5.5 game lead in the division.
Yeah, they could be 29-14 tomorrow with a win at a little after 1, so hoping for that good one. It's going to be fun to see Paul Skeens.
Absolutely. The young hotshot guy out of LSU, first overall pick.
Oh, okay.
Can throw over 100 miles an hour, great slider.
Skeens, how do you spell that?
S-K-E-N-E-S.
Okay, Skeens.
There we go.
Okay,
remember the name.
Thanks, Jacob.
Okay, we have more news right after this.
Do you know where your money's going? Ultra's online and mobile banking gives you instant access to your accounts and makes managing your finances easy. Halfway around the world or at your local neighborhood shop. No need to visit a branch to deposit checks, transfer money, or open new accounts. All of those and more are available right at your fingertips. Check your spending, make loan payments, and send money to your friends and family. Convenient banking that gives you control of your finances. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Transform your home's exterior and boost curb appeal with River Valley Remodelers' next generation siding. Ascend composite cladding combines the look of real wood with superior performance, offering durability, energy efficiency, and foam backing. This first of its kind solution ensures beauty, performance, and easy installation. For every siding job booked now until July 31st, we'll be donating $500 to the ORA Bike Playground Project right here in West Salem. River Valley Remodelers, improve your home, build our community.
It's Hy-Vee's Big Beverage Sale this Friday through Sunday. Stock up on 6-pack bottles of Coke products, just $3.99 each when you buy 3. 24-pack Pepsi products, just $9.99. Stay hydrated with Gatorade 8-packs, just $5.48. Fuel your workouts or your work week with Monster, NOS, Full Throttle, or Alani Nu energy drinks, 3 for $5. Plus, save on Red Bull, Celsius, and more. Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee.
Maury's VW has all the latest Volkswagens with new product arriving daily, including the new 2024 Volkswagen SUV lineup, the large and very spacious Atlas and Atlas Crossport, the perfect size, family-friendly Volkswagen Tiguan, and the practical, economical Volkswagen Taos. As always, you don't need to travel far to have your Volkswagen serviced. Come in for your test drive today at Maury's Volkswagen.
Our founders at Home Furniture celebrate 50 years in business. Register in-store at homefurniture.com and enter to win over $1 million in furniture and mattress giveaways. There'll be winners in every location. One lucky winner gets a $10,000 furniture grand prize during our 50th anniversary sale. Shop today and get up to 15% off sale prices, plus no interest for 5 years on qualifying brand name mattresses. Celebrate 50 years of the best selection and value in the Midwest. That's why there's no place like home.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
A vibrant community hub where every visitor feels a sense of belonging and joy.
That's what the Village of Trempealeau wants to create with a $6 million Parkland project.
Work on the park officially kicked off today with a public groundbreaking ceremony. The multi-use community park will include a 6,000 square foot all abilities playground, a paved walking trail, plus a building with conference space, bathrooms, and concessions.
One of the project's leaders says he's especially looking forward to those walking trails.
Personally, I'm looking forward to the walking trails. I enjoy taking my family for walks and having and sometimes with small children, it's nice to have a paved walking trail. You can take strollers, things like that. So getting out here and walking the trails and enjoying the scenery.
The park will also include pickleball and tennis courts, basketball courts, and a softball diamond with artificial turf. It will also hold the Trempealeau Community Pool at some point in the future. Work on phase 1 of the Parkland project is expected to finish up next year in May. So many activities going on there.
I know, for sure. And they said earlier in one of our earlier newscasts that they purchased that land about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So this is really a long time
coming together.
coming.
Yeah.
And they really have thought of everything. I'll be hitting the tennis court immediately.
Yeah, I'll be hitting that pool. I haven't jumped in a pool yet this summer.
Oh my gosh.
Can you believe it? Have you? Wait, you have.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. You were just on vacation. We have to acknowledge his tan again that I'm so jealous of. Okay, Greg, we'll have one final look at your forecast when we come back.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Come into comfort during the International Furniture 4th of July sales event. Get 40% off all Norwalk Furniture special orders and up to 50% off select floor samples. The Tri-State's largest Norwalk Furniture showroom is at International Furniture, I-90 Exit 2, La Crosse.
Hello. It was 1990 when I first looked out at the TV and told you about high quality at lower prices. Hi, I'm Miles Wilkins, owner of the Board Store. Some things have changed. Products have gotten so much better. We've gone from 3 to almost 80 employees, and I'm just a little bit older. Some things haven't changed. We still offer high quality at lower prices. Call today for a prompt free estimate on your next home improvement from the Board Store.
Get an 11% rebate from Menards. Check out our selection of Lions tubs and showers. They'll match your style and budget while refreshing your bathroom. This contour tub and shower is $599.99 after rebate. Seal gaps around doors and windows with GE insulating foam. It's easy to use and creates airtight, waterproof seals. Just $399 after 11% rebate at Menards. #1 in customer satisfaction among home improvement retailers according to J.D. Power.
Save big money at Menards.
Okay, 500 deluxe garden gnomes. Wow.
I only meant to order 5. There's not enough money in my account for these. I'm gonna get charged.
2 things I just can't deal with: overdraft charges and garden gnomes. But your BMO Smart Advantage checking account gives you an extra day to avoid an overdraft fee.
Nice to see a bank cutting people some slack.
Well, mistakes happen, and we give you time to correct them.
So you don't like gnomes, huh? What about that one?
That one I like a lot.
BMO.
Come into comfort during the International Furniture 4th of July sales event. Get 40% off all Norwalk Furniture special orders and up to 50% off select floor samples. The Tri-State's largest Norwalk Furniture showroom is at International Furniture, I-90 Exit 2, La Crosse.
All right, we might see a shower. We got some morning fog, maybe a shower in the afternoon. That's a very isolated, small chance. Otherwise, very typical conditions were expected for July. Gets changing as we go to the weekend. The heat and humidity is coming.
It looks like it indeed.
Yes, it is.
All right, thanks for joining us tonight at 10.
We'll see you tomorrow.